Angelic beings have wandered around Arda since the early 11th century of the Third Age. They've taken on the forms of elders so that no one would fear their power. But their knowledge was vast. People simply called them wizards. Elves, on the other hand, gave them the name Istari, which in Quenya means wise one. In Sindar, they were called Ithryn. Let me tell you a story of how they got to Middle-earth in the first place. If you like our videos, subscribe to the channel and write a comment. It helps us create better and better content. Around the year 1000 of the Third Age, Sauron returned to Middle-earth in the form of a shadow. The Valar, not wanting the situation from the Second Age to repeat itself, held a special meeting. They decided to choose their emissaries who were to go to Middle-earth and help the creatures living there to overcome the darkness. Initially, only 2 Maiar signed up for the job. Curumo, later known as Saruman, indicated by Aule and Alatar, Orom's chosen one. Manwë personally chose Olorin, but he initially refused. Olorin claimed that he was afraid of Sauron and lacked strength. Manwë saw his response only as another argument for his choice. Yavanna, the wife of Aule, ordered Curumo to take one of her devoted Maiar, Iwendil. Alatar took on the journey with his friend Palando, who served Mandos. Legend has it that shortly before their departure, Yavanna gave Olorin Erendel, the Elf Stone, which the emissary was to hand over to the inhabitants of Middle-earth as a sign that the Valar didn't forget about them and still watch over their fate. 5 emissaries were later called the collective name Heren Istarion, or the Brotherhood of Wizards. Istari, however, are not the wizards you would imagine them to be. They don't cast powerful spells on an everyday basis. In fact, they did it quite rarely. Instead of magic, they rely on the usage of their extensive knowledge. There is a belief that the Istari were limited during their stay in Middle-earth, and this is partly true. But the word limited is often over-interpreted. The Istari did not take any oath, nor did anyone take their magic. Rather, the limitation was that the Istari were supposed to influence and guide the people, not as leaders, but as wise advisors. The Valar forbade them to reveal their majesty and influence humans and elves by force. To sum up, Istari could use their magic, but that wasn't advised. They set out from Valinor on ships towards Mithlond, the Grey Havens. In order not to distance themselves from the inhabitants of Middle-earth, they took on the form of human elders. Their bodies were mortal. They required food and drink, and even aged with years of hard work and accumulated worries. Most often, it is stated that there are 5 representatives who have reached the Grey Havens. However, Tolkien's intention was that there were more than 5 wizards, but only 5 of them were worth mentioning.